All right. Hello, hello, collective. It's your girl, Aquame. We are here today to do some readings, do some energy check-ins and see what's happening for the collective. All right. So these are general messages. Take them as they resonate. Leave the rest for whoever else may need it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you need to directly link with me, just check out the description box for my information. And yeah, let's do that. But let's get this started. Let's get this going. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new here. This is a general and collective reading. We're going to see what comes out and take it from there. So, ancestors, angels, guardians, and guides, thank you for being here with us. Our higher selves are in alignment with the universe, and God is always and forever with us. All right. So, what's going on? What's going on? I hope everybody's having a beautiful weekend, a beautiful Saturday. That's when I'm recording this. Ooh, beautiful. We have two. I'm going to take both of these. We have the tree of life and purification. Okay. All right. Beautiful. So fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. And then you have the bare essentials, the naked truth and wholeness. Okay. So the tree of life, right? That's the energy of your, like, I'm hearing the word DNA, your makeup, right? Where you root from, right? And where you stretch into this fire and purification. This could be starting fresh with something here with the number 1 and number 14. 14 equals a 5. The number 114 may be important to somebody, or 411, something about information, right? Gaining new awareness, like new spiritual information or new information that helps you to grow, right? Like you're just learning something, which is burning down old ideas. So something about that, right? Having something, it's like something catching your attention and bringing you, consuming you into the energy. It's almost what I'm seeing here. But something here is very good, right? It's lovely energy because I feel like it's a fresh start. It's fresh energy. This purification through the fire feels like the burning away, the cutting of cords, the, releasing of the old, right? Being at that naked truth when you think about like that, a house fire. Hopefully nobody's having a house fire, but just the energy of like a fire burning something down. It burns it down to its nothingness, right? But new life always grows after that fire kind of calms down. All right. So this tree of life, there's some type of new life being born here. And this is through fire. This is through training, I'm hearing, right? This is through lived experiences, learned experiences here. All right. You've been through something that has brought you some type of experience where it just made you want to change it all, right? You didn't want to stay the same, or you couldn't stay the same, right? But with that, some type of new emergence comes here. All right, so I like this. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Where's my deck? All right, what is here with this creativity, fertility, destiny, magical blessings? Love that energy here. This tree of life is just so beautiful. You see it? It's like ever abundant, I'm hearing. Right? It has all of these symbols: balance, infinite, the symbol of life. It has the symbol of love. It has the stardom here, right? Fruitfulness, something being very fruitful. Okay. All right, let's get some clarity here with this energy for the collective. We have purify, more energy with like this cleansing fire. Maybe you're cleansing your space. You need to cleanse out your energy. But here something is the purity energy. You're purifying something. You're making it, what's the word? I'm hearing consecrating it, or like making an object, I'm trying to see what I'm saying. I'm trying to say what I'm seeing, but it's like removing the gunk. All right, away from something, that fire, even that smut that comes from the fire, right? That soot. Once the fire burns, it's like that darkness, that something needs to be cleaned. So it's like you've burnt down something, you've reinvented yourself, but it's like this cleaning up process that has to happen of the old, right? To kind of get it out of your space completely, to clarify that energy. You've stepped away from it, but it still has some sort of attachment here. So it's about clarifying the energy, cutting the energy, cutting cords. Okay? Making a space sacred, making, you know, understanding that I'm hearing you can clear the fog, right? So it's something here about smoke. I don't know what that is about. We have avarice with this card here. This card talks about greed, avarice, right? It's a broken vessel, busted open, but it talks about greed or overconsumption or something like that. Something can't be withheld in it anymore here, all right? It's like something has, again, needs to be cleared up because there's something here spilling out here, with spilling out of the belly or something like that. Um, there's a clearing up. I keep hearing that clearing up, cleaning up the residue. Something about the residue, cleaning up the residue. Okay, cleaning up afterwards. Like in order for something to truly grow, like you can step out of an environment but still have the smell. Like imagine being in a kitchen, right? And they're cooking fish, frying fish. You step out, you still smell like fish, right? Even though you're not in that environment anymore. But it's about cleaning off yourself, cleaning off your vessel, cleaning off the environment, cleaning out the environment in order so that it's totally removed from where it was. Okay? I don't know. Let's see what this is. This is something interesting. Hello, hello. I appreciate everybody here today. All right, collective. What do we have here with this energy? This energy of clearing out the old completely, distancing yourself, positive movement forward. Again, that's good. Something here, this could be about like a way of how you maybe used to work something. Something used to work a certain way, a certain schedule, right? But it's like having a new habit. Like if you can't do the old thing in a new cycle, right? So it's like cleaning up old habits to really allow clear movement, to allow clear forward or clear thinking or something like that, a clear pathway. So we're working on removing some type of gunk here. You have accelerated motion. You have 2 8s here, which is really good. 88. Okay, 88 is about wealth. It's about prosperity. It's about manifestations. Uh, both of these cards do talk about moving forward, but I'm seeing a trail. Whatever's behind you, there's a trail. All right, so it's like as you move, as you keep going, things drop off little by little, right? So if you have, if you're in some type of new environment, but you have an old way of doing something, an old way of thinking, it may not work in this new environment, right? And slowly but surely, it's like you're adjusting to the new way of doing something, right? The new way of operating, a new routine. But it's really good. I like this energy. Definitely. Somebody has gotten themselves out of a situation, right? Firm foundation, number 4. Okay. Stable energy. I love this. This is beautiful. 884. Maybe important. 44 or 488. 848. All of those numbers. But there is this energy of very being very strong, right? Through something. It's interesting because I see these mountains here in both of these pictures. These mountains are slightly further away than what's right here. So I feel like you're inching closer to your goal. You're right. You're getting closer and closer to your goal. So it's telling you not to stop. Don't get caught up here. With this adverse energy, it's telling you not to get caught up in something. Don't get so consumed to something, feeling like something is the answer, the key, when it's like you still got to go a little further. There's more you have to do in order to be comfortable. Okay. Maybe there's a habit of like with money habits, spending habits, or this is how you move, your habits and your movement, right? How quickly you do something, or how whatever it is, the routine in which you do something. Maybe your daily routine is changing in some sort of way, right? But it's about setting up a firmer, steadier thing, all right? A more clear workspace, or more easier route to do something, or you understand what I'm saying? I get what I'm saying. But this is about moving forward with more stability, okay? With a better plan, with a better footing, with a better, you know, landscape, or you know, you get it. Let me not go in too many different adjectives and stuff. Okay, let's get some clarity. What is this Eight of Pentacles here? The positive movement forward. What's happening? This money, somebody's money could be growing. Somebody's getting more experience here in what they're doing. Right? There's some type of work that you're doing that you're getting better and better at, or um, you know, something about banking and finances. You have the home energy with the Four of Wands. Okay, this is agreements. Okay, good agreements coming into play. Somebody, you may be making some type of agreement with somebody, which is pushing you further here. All right, something is moving forward with success. I'm hearing level by level is being built as it should, in timing, like in perfect timing or in the right timing. Right, something about the succession. If you have some type of plans you're working toward here, this is literally not giving up. It's like every day doing a little bit toward it, so that you don't get wrapped up or too caught up in the end. Like when things come down, to the line, you don't have too much on your plate. Having something very coordinated and organized here. All right, let's see what else we get. Let's see. You got the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant is definitely order with the Four of Pentacles. You got the Four of Pentacles here again, the firm foundation. That's what that card is here. So there's going to be some type of maybe change here in the order of operations. I'm hearing maybe, but it's like to refine it, to make it better, to make it stronger here, following some type of rules that are going to actually assist you, like following a game plan or some type of step-by-step manual, something like that. Or like if you set some type of goal for yourself, then you're following that plan that you have, and you're finding success every step of the way. Like I said, it's like each level is balanced. Each level is operating as it should. Something is definitely working out in the favor of the collective, which is good. All right. Something is very, very stable, to a point of the King of Cups. I'm hearing to a point of sustainability. There's some type of flair here. There's a unique flair, even though this something is very structured. There's some type of unique flair that needs to be added into something with the King of Cups. This could be some type of partnership here to move something along, spread it around. There's something to that effect. Okay, you have the Seven of Swords, which is an interesting card because it does talk about strategy, and that's how I see it here. But it can talk about like hidden motives and people not being always honest and truthful, or just not telling what they're really doing here. I feel like you don't really see something coming that is going to be, I feel like it's going to be eye-opening, if nothing else, right? Something that's very eye-opening, something that just, let me see. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, you can realize something is a waste of time here with the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. This accelerated motion is like something's going nowhere fast, right? So it's like it's a waste of time, I'm hearing. You have the Ace of Wands. There may be a new direction that needs to be taken here in order for something to actually speed up. All right. There's some type of neglect, or something's being ignored here. Something's being hidden here, right? Skipped over or something like that. A step is being skipped. Somebody's skipping steps. But I feel like whatever this is with the Seven of Pentacles, somebody feels like they don't necessarily have to go through each step. But again, it's something about following the rules. So if you're skipping steps, you're not following all the rules. You're not going through every motion how it needs to happen, right? So somebody could be wanting a goal to happen faster, right? It's like you're going to get the goal. You're going to make it. It's going to happen for you, but it's just not going to happen on Tuesday, right? It might happen in 3 weeks on Tuesday, not this Tuesday, right? So it's like you can't skip steps to get there. You just have to wait the time. You have to do the work. You have to do... there's something here about like you can't skip the routine. You can't skip the step here. If you've been trying to skip something to make something maybe even come faster to you, like to try to do something to make something grow faster, to work faster, that's not going to work. It's something about divine timing, right? Being in order, being in sync with something. You have this Ten of Swords here, all right? So something here is going to drop off very quickly, right? And it's going to change the course of it, right? Something here, I feel like this is somebody. This could be somebody in your energy too who is like you have to cut them off because they're not helping the acceleration process. They're not helping with the movement forward. They're not helping to build this foundation. Okay, so it's like what the contribution of this energy is, it's like it almost, as fast as you do something, it counteracts it. So you have to be mindful of that here. So something is very a counterproductive energy. All right, something is counterproductive. Okay, you have the Two of Cups here, firm foundation. This may be making, again, it's something about a new agreement that's being made, cutting off one agreement to start another, ending one contract to start a new contract. The Two of Cups with the, yeah, this is definitely some sort of contract here that's, um, it could be a renewal of renewal of some sort of contract, maybe going back to something that you already worked with before. Maybe you did try something new and it didn't work out, right? Going back to some type of method that works for you. But I do see here, I don't really see that. I see something growing, moving forward, like some type of new agreement, getting exactly what you want somewhere else. You gave something a chance and it didn't do what it needed to do, right? It's not actually showing up how you need it to show up. It's not working for you how you need it to work. So it's not about, I'm seeing something like a burning bridge, but that's not really what I'm seeing necessarily burning. Maybe somebody burnt the bridge with you, but I feel like it's just like moving on and not looking back. The Four of Cups is there. Four of Cups looks a little sad. Somebody in your energy is not getting what they want from you, I guess, or you're not getting something that you want from somebody, and you're finding it elsewhere. You don't want to, whatever this is, it's like you don't want to mess up your plan. You don't want to have your motion interrupted, your momentum interrupted in any way. So it's about, when something puts a hiccup or a curb or, it puts that dent in your plan, you have to navigate a different way so that you stay on top, that you stay moving and flowing to what you want to do. Okay? Because it's like you have this plan in mind, this goal in mind, and the slightest thing can come to interrupt it, but it's not. Yeah, there's something about fast communication, but with this Four Cups, it's like dodging communication of some sort. Maybe you could have somebody who's trying to talk to you, but you're not really interested in any way. Like you don't want to hear what they got to say. You may be looking for a new contract, maybe looking for some type of new thing, but you're not finding, like, even if it's dating, you may be trying to find somebody new to date. And it's just like everybody that you find isn't not cracked up to what you want. Like you have a certain standard and it's things are not meeting the criteria here. So it's about something here needs to meet the criteria of your needs. Okay. Vice versa. Somebody could be going on job interviews. You're doing everything right. You're putting in all the right applications with your resumes and cover letters and all of that. But you get to the job and you're like, I thought this would be something else and it's not what I want. Let me move on to the next thing. Okay. This is also not about like soul energy. Like because something doesn't work, it's okay because you're meant to move forward so that you can get to what works for you. Okay. So you might get a couple of no's before you get some yeses, right? Before you can actually do something. But this is a part of the, like that plan. This is some type of strength building or like skill building type of energy. The Queen of Swords. You have to be in a sound mind. All right. You got to talk to yourself, convince yourself. Be open at this time too with this Queen of Swords. Be open to hearing, seeing multiple sides of things so that you can be very aware, right? Not having a very obscure point of view, but having an open point of view, not being biased. You have the Nine of Swords that came out with this Queen of Swords. This is where the openness helps here, being more open-minded to something, right? Not, again, this obscure thought process. But I do see some type of relief or figuring something out. some type of solution thing. Something is a solution here. The justice with temperance. So it's like in due time, things get better. In due time, everything works out. Keep going. Don't stop. You have to be the alchemist here with this temperance energy. That's about being flexible too. The justice energy is a little bit of flexibility. What is fair, right? What actually works for the situation. It's not always about how you feel. Like you may not feel like you want to get up and go to work, but you know that you have to go to work to do what you got to do to get what you want, to make, save up the money. You know what I mean? So sometimes we gotta work. We gotta work hard, right? Everything doesn't always come so easy to us, but I feel like this is a lot of hard work paying off. But I don't also see it as being necessarily hard. This is about when you hit a roadblock, it's navigating to the left so that you find the next opening to move around something, right? So not getting stuck. You're keeping the momentum going. Even when there's a hiccup, even when you have something that appears to be not working in your favor, there is something that is going to be in your favor. So it's like, um, what's the word I'm saying? Magnetizing the energy of that, of what's favorable to you. Okay, the strength card is at the bottom. Building up the fortitude, you have some type of fortitude building, strength building, training. Yeah, the Queen of Wands with the Five of Wands, that's that training energy. So you're building up some sort of stamina here, right? But I feel like you're also liking whatever it is. This is a very good challenge for you, right? I feel like you like how things are moving, even though when things don't work out, it's like, it's almost like a new opportunity to make it even better. If it didn't work then, that means there's something better, right? It's like having that real winner's mindset here to make something happen, which is going to happen. It's going to happen regardless. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's get some more energy here for the collective. What is the inner world speaking about? The quiet within. Okay. Sometimes you got to sit down and sit with yourself, not have any outside noise, any outside interferences in order for you to make something happen. This person is almost like elevated outside of the problem I'm seeing, right? Inner quiet, stillness, presence, finding center, calm observations, self-connection, and inner sanctuary in your core being. All right. So this is staying true to yourself. The quiet within is when you can hear yourself think. Taking a moment to think about what your next move is going to be so that you can act on it, right? This is stepping outside of the noise, stepping outside of what may look chaotic to see the silver lining here. Okay, something about a silver lining. So you may have to deal with something that is like greedy or something wants to mess up. So it's messing up something. It's interference of some sort. But it's like, if you quiet yourself and not take that noise as yours, then you'll hear yourself. You'll hear your own. I'm hearing you hear your own footsteps. The Regal Shadow. Okay, I like this card. This card is real nice. Okay, it says shadow integration, power and darkness. This is something here is very much telling you to, once you know what you want, then that you integrating that into your reality. So you're saying that I am going to, for 3 weeks straight, I'm setting a goal for myself in 3 weeks. Every day I'm going to do this for this amount of time. Da 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 da. It's something here that integration process of what's within and happening, also happening without outside of you, right? Your actions, so that it shows. Lord, it says owning full spectrum, regal presence, strength, direct awareness, embracing unconventional aspects. Okay, let me get one more card. And hello, everybody in the chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button. Subscribe, please. All right, let me get one more card for the collective. Floating bliss. It says serene bliss, gentle upliftment, inner peace, soft beauty, contentment, receiving grace, appreciation, harmony, quiet, and joy. Okay, so these are wins for you. These are things for you. This isn't for anybody else to tell you, what's right and what's wrong. This is when you know what's right and what's wrong for you. This is when you have something within you that you have to meet. This is you versus you. Okay, nothing else here is stopping you or interrupting you. It's really just you versus you. Okay, so again, there could be old habits, something about that. Again, if you've removed yourself, if you've changed your life around in some way, there's still certain little aspects of you that need to be redefined so that you're not carrying it in your new landscape and it doesn't cause any interference. Okay, so you're doing some type of scrubbing, some type of cleaning work here as well. Make room, and it says stay true. So you have make room, okay? And it says create space to welcome positive change in your life. Let go of everything that doesn't align with the future you are creating. That's that scrubbing energy, that leaving behind and making room, okay? So stay true to you, all right? The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Okay, so if somebody here is your interruption, you know what you're doing, right? If somebody is the interference that you feel like they're the interference, all right, then you keep doing what you're doing and it'll, I feel like it'll, how do I say, like something will move away naturally. Like if you're authentically in your operations and in your attentions and you're doing what you're supposed to do, then interferences can't vibrate next to you. They can't operate on the same frequency as you. So they'll naturally move away, right? They're only an interference when you're in that same vibrational style as the interference. Okay? So that is that. Um, let's get a few of these cards before I wrap up this message. Last messages for the collective, please. The coffin, the house, and hold your vision in the Sith. So you have two cards of endings, death, removal. I'm hearing cleanup. It says, yeah. And then you have the house and hold your vision. So that's like just stay firm in what you're doing. Okay. The home, the house talks about your internal, right? This is what you make. This is your home. So you're cutting things out of your home that don't hold to your vision, that don't hold true to what you're trying to build in this home, in this house. Okay? Um, yeah. Because there's certain things, it's like taking the trash out here, letting things be. There's a transformation happening, but again, there's still certain energies that are harder than others, or habits or things that are harder to let go of, get rid of, redefine. Okay, but it's happening. You're doing it little by little every day. Okay, so keep your head up and keep on going, my dear collective. All right, this is the message for right now. I'll be back with more. Don't you worry. Talk to you later. Deuces. Bye.